When it comes to cloud call center software, your company might have heard of something called AI call summaries. What that is after every call, AI gives a summary, a written summary of that call, including most important things covered, the takeaways, the action items after the call, all that good stuff, right? Objections or things that they brought up that were problems, questions that were asked, products that were discussed, that type of thing. So sounds great, right? That is if the AI call summary is accurate and good. If it is not, then what happens is agents either have to review the summary after the call and edit it. So what's the point if they're having to go in and edit it and take wrap time to edit the call summary? Or, if they're not good and nobody edits them, then future folks talking to customers aren't even gonna look at that information the next time they talk to a customer. So if a customer calls back, a month or two from now, they go to look at the AI call summary and they just don't pay attention to it, they're gonna have to ask the customer all the same questions all over again because they know that they can't rely on that. So obviously you want to make sure your company is getting good AI call summaries, not bad AI call summaries. Well, what's the difference? And the difference is the large language model, the LLM, that the cloud call center software is using to power the AI call summaries. Are they using a generic large language model like ChatGPT, or are they using a custom large language model? So that's the main difference, and I'm going to explain about that in this video. So we'll get into that in a second, but first, if you'd like my recommendation on the best cloud call center software vendors your company should be quoting, send me an email, give me a call. This is what I do. I'm a broker for all the major cloud call center vendors out there, and I will help your company make a lot better decision in a fraction of the time. Don't start Googling it and try to search all the different vendors out there. There's way too many. You'll probably end up with the wrong one. Instead, just reach out and contact me. Trust me, it's the best way to go. More information on that at the end of the video. Also, don't forget to hit the like button down below, ring the bell, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of my future videos. I put out a new video at least once a week, if not more, and that's the way you'll make sure you don't miss anything is subscribe to the channel. And leave a comment down below. Tell me what questions you have on this video, and tell me what future videos you'd like me to do. Okay, so as I was talking about in the beginning of the video, why is it important that a cloud contact center software vendor uses a custom large language model as opposed to a generic large language model like ChatGPT? Well, the first thing you want to think about is call center conversations are just going to be a lot different than the normal written word. Like if somebody's typing something out, that's a lot different process than a conversation. For instance, translating what people are saying, being able to understand the different ways people speak as opposed to the different ways people write, and translating that from speech into writing is obviously more challenging than just trying to use a large language model off of somebody typing in a question. Also, disfluencies in speech, like you might be hearing in this video when I'm talking, like using the word or maybe talking too fast, things like that. That's something that only happens on a phone call. Another thing is background noise. So if either the person calling in, maybe the customer or the agent, is in a room where there's background noise, is the large language model able to overcome that? Lastly, agent versus customer dialogue. Is the large language model able to really determine who's talking and why that's important? Is the agent talking or is the customer talking? And how is that translating into the call summary? So all those things are really important specifically for phone calls taking place in a call center, as opposed to just a generic large language model like ChatGPT, where people are typing stuff in on their computer using a browser. So how do vendors create their own? Well, basically, the cloud contact center vendors who create their own use, between the multiple agents, they've come up with over 2 billion conversations they've used to help develop their custom large language model. So they've listened to tons and tons and tons of conversations and used machine learning and people to help fine-tune their large language model specifically for contact center calls, as opposed to other forms of generic large language models. So that's how they've done it. They've listened to billions of conversations and they've edited the way their large language model works and customized it, custom tailored it just for contact center conversations. And at the end of the day, the result of that is a large language model that has less errors and creates very good AI call summaries. So that's why it's important, if you're looking for cloud contact center software with AI call summaries, you want to dig a little deeper and find out, are they using a custom large language model, or are they using just a generic large language model like ChatGPT and just trying to say, oh, it doesn't matter, they're all the same, because they're not all the same. I hope this was helpful. If so, reach out, contact me. Send me an email, give me a call if you'd like my help on which cloud contact center software vendors your company should be quoting for things like AI. I'll help you quickly determine which vendors your company should be quoting. I'll introduce you to the best sales reps at those companies, and then I'll oversee the quoting process to make sure your company gets the best pricing from your vendor of choice. I'm a broker for all the major cloud contact center software vendors out there. I've been doing this for over 20 years. So I know the industry inside and out, and there are literally hundreds, if not thousands of options for you. Way too many to make a good decision on your own. So reach out and contact me. I'll help you kind of sift through all the options, and based on your company's requirements, I'll make sure you're quoting the best vendor with the best reputation so that your company can make the best decision in a fraction of the normal amount of time. And the nice thing is the cloud contact center software vendors pay me my broker fee. So your company doesn't have to even pay me to ask me for my advice. So there's no reason to at least not reach out and see what I have to say. All right, again, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of my weekly videos, and leave a comment down below. Thanks again for watching and have a great day.